Anyway, we go round there and beautiful reception. You know, they'd laid on lovely food, there was wine, there was about, how many people were there? 2, so 3, 4,
10.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 9 or 10 people.
Yep.
Which in a small room,
A little conservatory, wasn't it?
yeah, it just felt like, oh my God. And we were the guests of honour, so we were the centre of attention.
Yeah.
And we sat down, poured us a drink, and I immediately was like, oh, so, you know, how long have you lived here? This is a lovely house. Did you build it? You know, all the normal questions. Oh, where are your kids? And what's trying to like deflect the conversation away from us. Anyway, it was like a load of owl eyes just suddenly just went vroom on us, and he said, and the host said, so tell us, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
And I looked at you and I was like, I don't know.
Hello.
Daddy, I love him!
Mother thanks you.
Right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
Name was tuning 1.
All right.
Dun 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 dun. Every breath you didn't get it, take.
No. What?
Every move
What? It's just like a normal riff of any song.
Every song you sing, every ring you
No, every
wear,
vibe.
I'll be watching you. You couldn't get it, could you?
No.
You couldn't get it.
I'm not
Did you not get that? Dun, dun, dun,
No.
dun, dun,
It's
dun.
just-
It's famous, Brian.
How is it?
Because it just is. It's just like that's.
Yeah, but if I heard it, then, you know,
Yeah, obviously,
It was
if
a
you
bit si-
heard
it
it,
was
but
a bit-
that's the whole point.
it was a bit silly.
Name that tune if
Yeah.
you don't hear it.
But that's the whole thing. It was a bit silly. I'll name that tune in one. We already know what it is.
Anyway, I wanted to sing that song because one, I love Sting and Police. You know, Sting is so cool.
Is it?
He's just the ultimate cool person, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is he still alive?
Well, I think so.
No, I don't think he is.
Really?
Is he not? Is he not?
I don't know.
Anyway, I love Sting and the Police and every breath you take. Oh. Today we are going to be talking to you about what it feels like when you just haven't got it together.
Yeah.
We are the experts in that. We're going to be sharing 4 stories with you about that, when you just haven't got a clue what you're doing, you haven't got it together, and what it feels like. Oh, keep in, Brian.
I think that's everybody, isn't it? Is it busy down here?
It is a bit busy. Keep going. Keep going. Just like normal.
Yeah.
Who do you think you are?
I was just going to say, that was a really big smell of wacky backy.
Yeah, there you go, you see.
Wasn't it right?
That's what happens when you're a stoner.
Eh?
Yeah.
Wacky backy. What did he say? Who do you think you are?
Yeah.
Well, we're Liz and Brian, husband and wife. We
Obviously-
live in New Zealand. We've come to the UK and we're doing a video. Nothing wrong with that, is there, Brian?
That's the way it goes, isn't it? Eh?
Anyway, oh God, it's not a very good start, is it?
Well, that's it. So it's what time is it? 20 past 9 in the morning.
Do you know, we were going to do a video. We were going to do a podcast video about the challenges that we faced in the UK. I would have actually just been so perfect. Oh, a little dog.
Yeah, just sitting there, it was a good.
So we're
What?
here on the canal that runs...
The Kennet and Avon Canal.
Go on then, tell us. What is it? Because I don't know.
Well, it's a canal that runs between, I believe it's Bristol and London.
Do you know, I'd love to walk all the way to London. I'd love it.
I know, it's a great thing with
Wouldn't
canals
you?
is although you do go up gradients through locks and things, it's kind of on the level, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really good.
Like I say, we're here, we're husband and wife, we're from New Zealand, born in the UK, moved to New Zealand 16 years ago, and we're here in England, and we've been here, we've rented a house and we've been here for 3 months. We're here travelling with our kids, living like a nomadic life for the next year, and we haven't got it together, and it feels really, really scary because I don't know about you, but I mean, do you ever really have it together, Bri? Does
Do you know what,
anyone
Liz?
really have it together?
I think we think people have got it together. And you look at some people and you go, oh, you're all sorted, you've got your nice house. Do you know, I was listening to a podcast the other day with Matthew McConaughey, and
I love him.
I really do like him. He's got that gorgeous sort of
yeah.
Texas accent
Yeah, he's
that
so
you
soft.
kind of warm to, and he was just talking about, you know, being successful, and you can turn around and go, you know what, I've got a security guard, I've got my 3 kids, I've got a beautiful house, you know, I'm making 10 million plus on every film I'm doing, and things like that. And you go, he's got it all together. Yet, you know, he's written books about poems and things, and poems and prayers, I think was his latest book, about just things that people struggle with.
Yeah.
So has he got it together, or is he just putting it down on paper? Because you look at it from the outside and you think he's all sorted.
I know.
What, just financially? Is that it?
I'll tell you what's lethal for this now is like thinking people have got it all together. Is social media, and we want to share 4 stories with you to give you an example of what it feels like. Like I say, we're if ever there's been a time that I felt as if we haven't got it all together, it's been now. So it's a good time to talk about it. So the first story I wanted to share with you is we're in Bath, and just outside Bath, and we've rented this house for 3 months, and we're really, really private people. Like we never go out, do we, Brian?
No, not really.
And
Well, we do, but we're going out tonight, Les.
where do we go?
The pub.
Well, we are going to the pub, yeah we are.
The Stag.
But I mean, how many times have we been to the pub in the last 10 years?
Twice.
Exactly, that's what I mean. So we don't go out, but
Yep.
tonight we are going out actually. So it makes us sound really exciting, like we've got it all together.
There's only one reason why we're going out, because it's cheap night, Friday night.
No, we're going out to celebrate the fact that I finished the
right.
first draft of my book. Remember,
Okay.
Brian?
I just thought it was because it was £15 burger night
Well, that as well.
and a drink
Yeah.
included.
So anyway, a heron has just flown across the canal. We are walking, sorry, I'll tell you the story in a minute, but we are walking. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. We haven't been showered. We just look rough as hell because we haven't got it all
Still
together.
haven't had a shave yet.
No, but it's so peaceful. Apart from that stoner shouting, "Who do you think you are?" It's so peaceful and gorgeous, and it's flat and serene and calm, and we're always drawn to this because we haven't got it all together. I think it's one of those things that you think, if I'm around calmness, then it will somehow, and it does, calm your mind, you know.
What do you know?
And a heron has just taken off. That's why I was telling you this. All the leaves, it's dappled light because it's the morning, and a heron was sitting right at the side of the canal, and his long grey beak, and he raised his head, and then he just flapped his wings and flew over. It was one of those moments, you know, you just think, there's a moment. There's a moment.
I know, and it's so good to get out into nature, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's probably you can hear the train line to the right of us through the valley, because it's obviously busy time up to 10 o'clock.
So anyway, we don't go out, and we've moved into this what they call, not semi-permanent, you know, a short-term let. We've moved into this short-term let, this house just outside Bath. It's absolutely lovely, and it's in this village surrounded by other houses. And we haven't got a garden, and me and Brian are really, really outdoory people. So every morning, we, come rain or shine, we get our coffee and we stand on the step of this house that we live in.
Yeah.
Kids are still in bed while Tessa's getting up to go for a walk. We're travelling with our young adult children, by the way. They're 21 and 24. And so they're with us, and just go back and listen to all the other episodes to find out what's going on. But anyway, every morning we stand outside on the step with our coffee, and it's not the done thing here. They don't do it. And
I was just thinking that this morning. I was just thinking, nobody else is out apart from people taking kids to school, or you know, doing stuff, because there's quite a lot of retired people, isn't there? And there's no
and
one.
a lot of young mums and dads.
No one just standing there looking into the sun like us. We're like, must be like a couple of weirdos.
Well, we have this thing in the morning that Brian told me that if I look into the sunshine, it will fix my eyes and I won't need contact lenses anymore.
Yeah.
And it will adjust my circadian
That's it.
rhythm.
It'll burn the back of your retina out, and you don't need your eyes anymore. You can just use your ears. Yeah. You'll be like a bat.
So we have this routine in the morning that we go outside and we stand there. We don't wear shoes. We just sound like right freaks, me.
Yeah, but it was
don't
cold
we?
this morning because
What's wrong with us?
at the moment it's only 9
Why don't we
degrees.
just put the telly on and sit on the couch with our cup of coffee? But anyway, we don't, and we stand outside without any shoes on, so we're grounding.
Yeah.
And we look into the sun like a pair of flipping bats, blind.
Yeah. A couple of vampires.
Yeah, and everyone else is just like normal and getting in cars and staying inside and being normal.
Morning.
So, actually, did you see that woman looking at my pink fluffy slippers the other day?
I did.
She gave me a real funny look about.
What's that? Oh, not far. Just round. Got to get through the next bridge and then take a sharp right. Sharp left. Sorry.
Oh, he was nice. See, if I saw him, I'd
Yeah.
think you've got it all together.
Yep.
Wouldn't you? He just looked calm, lovely,
That's it.
relaxed.
We should
No,
have
I'm
gone-
being serious, Brian.
We should have gone the other way. We could have gone to the Angelfish for a coffee then.
Does this lead anywhere?
No.
Where are we going? To Bradford and
Bradford and Avon. There's a pub halfway, but it will be closed.
Yeah. Should we just turn around? Go the other way?
Well, when we get to the next bit of sun, we'll turn around and go the other way. The only trouble is we've got to go this way because otherwise the sun will be in the lens of the camera and you
Oh,
won't
will
see
it?
us. So we'll have to go this way
Do you
now.
want me to run around the front of the camera and have a look and see how it looks?
No, you're right.
So anyway, here we are standing on the front of our step. You've got to imagine it. It's posh, right? Bath, especially where we're renting now, we've gone all out. It's posh. It's tall Georgian building, beautiful village, church, school.
Yeah. 1600s
Little-
the church was built.
Yeah, little village, lovely village, beautiful, really nice. Lots and lots of people with lots of money.
We live in the old brewery.
Yeah, we do. We live in the old. That's a bit of a coincidence.
Hey, there you go. Talking pubs. See how you bring it back round? Yeah.
Anyway, every morning standing there having a coffee, the neighbour comes over from over the road.
Dickie.
And he is so lovely. And he said, "I've seen you standing out here every morning." I thought, oh no, what's he going to say? And I said, he said, "Would you like to come over tonight? Or no, in the week,
Yeah.
come over for a drink," which I thought was so nice, Brian.
I know, you don't really get that. See, that's the difference, isn't it? The older generation, they invite you around.
Yeah,
They want
they
to
do.
invite the new people into the village.
Do you think they just wanted to find out why we keep standing on the step?
Yeah, but
Those
he
horrible
said-
pink, fluffy.
He did say you've
Slippers
got to
from a
bring your
charity
keys
shop.
to put them in a bowl. I didn't really know what that meant.
No, but anyway, he said, come on, let's be serious now.
Yeah.
We're not being silly. He said, "Would you like to come over and I'll invite some people from the village?" Well, the minute he said that, I started having a panic attack. I started thinking,
You did,
oh my-
didn't you?
Honestly, I did.
Yeah.
I'm not being like, oh, don't be dramatic, Liz.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a really, really nice gesture and it was lovely. And I thought, oh, how kind to do that. But
Yeah.
inside, I was thinking, oh my God,
But he.
what if they ask us
do you
what
know
we do or what we're doing?
But I think he saw that and he said, "Do you drink beer or wine?"
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Why?
And-
Try and loosen me up?
Yeah, Lucy, and your face has changed then, as if like, oh, is it
Now
red?
you're talking.
Is it red or white?
Now you're talking.
Yeah,
I'll
but
be there
see,
tomorrow.
that's the difference, isn't it? It was just like straight in, no messing around.
Oh, do you
And
think
you're
he
just like,
saw, Bri?
No, but
He's just, yeah.
he probably did.
Are you just joking?
No, I'm not, because it did. I think it eased it to the fact. Oh well, it won't be that bad. At least I'll have a glass of wine to go to round to.
Anyway, we're used to, being Brits, we're used to, because this is what the Brits do, right? They go, we'd have to get together for a drink sometime. And then you never ever hear from them ever again. When anyone ever says to you, oh, I'll give you a call and we'll go for coffee, they never will.
No.
Because that's what Brits do. They just don't. But this man, he came round later on that afternoon, knock, knock, knock on the door. I opened the door, I said, hi. And he said, so what night would you like to come round then?
Yep. Must have got it past the missus.
We can do Tuesday, we can do Thursday, or we can do Saturday.
Yeah.
I said, and Brian said, oh, would you when or whatever Thursday? So we said, okay, we'll be there on Thursday. So I'm going to be completely honest with you. I can't remember. I don't know if you
Much.
can. Pardon?
Can't remember much.
I can't remember who I am. Right. I can't remember the last time I was in a room full of people and felt on top of my game. Like,
right.
I can't remember that time.
Yep.
Can you? Or do you not feel like that?
Again. Yeah, the last time we were with a room full of people is when you're with your family, so you don't need to be on top of your game because they kind of know who you are anyway.
Exactly. I'm not talking about family.
Yeah,
I'm talking about strangers. Brian.
Yeah.
Who? When was the last time you felt like that? When was the last time you were around a group of strangers and you felt
on top of your game?
On top of,
yeah.
When I say on top of your game, I just mean able to be on a level where you're not panicking.
Yes.
Or feeling like you're drowning. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Was there a time... do you not feel like that?
Not particularly, no.
Okay, all right. That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I do.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, as we were leaving to go out, it came around to Thursday, and as we were leaving to go out, I said to Brian, don't say anything about what we do for a job.
No.
I don't want anyone knowing that we've got a podcast or a YouTube channel or anything. I don't want anyone to know that.
No.
Simply because, well, for a start, it's kind of like all your privacy goes, doesn't it? You have to explain yourself.
Straight away when you say to someone, or they say, "What did you do?" You go, "I've got a YouTube channel podcast." Oh, what's it called? So straight away they go and check it out, don't they? Yeah. Even when you're watching them, they'll go, "Oh, this is you, isn't it?" Like, and you go, "Yeah, it is."
So that was the first thing, because I thought, I don't want you to go back and look at all the videos about my mum dying, and I don't want you to talk to me about that, and I don't want you to see me in the street and say, "Oh, what's this you and Brian are doing?" You know. So that was out of bounds for me and Brian. Like, we said, just don't say anything about that, like, you know. Anyway, we go round there, and beautiful reception. You know, they'd laid on lovely food. There was wine. There was about, how many people were there? 2, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 9 or 10 people. Yep. Which in a small room,
a little conservatory, wasn't it?
Yeah, it just felt like, oh my God. And we were the guests of honour, so we were the centre of attention.
Yeah.
And we sat down, poured us a drink, and I immediately was like, "Oh, so how long have you lived here? This is a lovely house. Did you build?" All the normal questions. Oh, where are your kids? And what's trying to like deflect the conversation away from us. Anyway, it was like a load of owl eyes just suddenly just went vroom on us, and the host said, "So tell us, what are you doing here?"
Yeah.
And I looked at you and I was like, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. And I started, do you know what? I hate it when I do this. Instead of just being quiet, I haven't got the ability to be quiet. I haven't got that skill of remaining silent. Instead, I'm like, just nattering about nothing, getting myself all hot and flustered, and then I regret it instantly the minute I've done it.
Yep.
So that's the first thing of, I don't know, I'm gonna let you speak in a minute, Bri, but
no,
that was my
you're just setting the scene.
Yeah, and I'm also just telling you
how you're feeling inside.
So he said, so you're renting in Freshford for 3 months, yeah, and then what? Don't know.
Yep, but that's what we said, and because we gave him the backstory. I just jumped in and said, we've been to New Zealand. Whoa, what did you do when you lived in Bath? Because we were telling that we lived in Bath before.
That's easy though. That's past.
Yeah.
That's gone. We've done that. We've succeeded at that.
So yeah, because
anything past is easy, Bri.
Yeah.
Let's bring it back to us and just say that feeling of you're in a room of mostly retired people. There was a family there that were young. They had children.
They were in their
30s and 40s.
14, wasn't she? Or 15
the
or something.
Child, yeah. But you're in a room of people that to us They've got this beautiful house, obviously got no mortgage. They're going travelling to,
Got it sorted, eh?
Yes.
Have they?
Yes.
Right.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
It felt like I am in a room of mature, normal people who know what they're doing with their life. Their kids have gone off and they've got married and they're normal, and we're not. And
No.
it just felt like... just felt like I was floating around in this sea of looking for a buoy to hold on to and go, oh, this is it, look, this is what I'm doing, this is who I am,
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah, or a buoy for those people who live in the States.
Buoy, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it's called buoy.
It is a buoy.
Oh, right. Well,
Americans call it
wherever
buoy.
you are, yeah. So yeah, that was the first story of being in public and thinking, I don't know what to say to you, I can't tell you where we're going to be in 3 months. Here's the thing though, Bri, I don't know if to someone else that would sound so exciting, and because we, honest to God, we don't know where we're going to be in 3 months. We have no idea.
No.
We're thinking Canada,
Yep.
or maybe America, or maybe Finland. We don't know.
See, but when you say that just blows people's minds, and so they must look at you and go, well, you have got it together, Liz, because you're even thinking about going to Canada for maybe 3 months.
Yeah, but how are we going to do that? How are we going to afford to... We can't afford to rent, so we've got to rely on house sitting.
Yeah.
So we've got to think, right, okay, how are we going to find a house sit? So we haven't got it together, but the idea is there.
But you've got time between now and then, haven't you? But people... This is the thing, isn't it? That's what we're talking about, is about, how you feel like you haven't got it together. And yet... We're talking about, we feel very unsettled to a degree, but we're already thinking about what we're going to be doing in 10 weeks. 10 weeks. That's a long time. It really, really is. And so, but I mean, why don't you know that now? It's it's having the confidence, I suppose. Is it confidence that it will all come together, and we will probably be in Canada for Christmas.
Well, this leads me to my second story.
Yep.
So we left New Zealand and I went to Paris with my daughter for a month. This trip is all about connecting and healing. Like
Yep.
I say, please go back and listen to the previous episodes about what that is all about. I went to Paris for a month with my daughter Tess, and Brian went to Norway on a month-long road trip with his brother and our son Sonny. Last night, when we were in the car park of Sainsbury's, I was looking through the photos in the car, scrolling through trying to find a video for something that I wanted to promote online, and I was looking at the Norway pictures that you'd been to. That you'd been to Norway, and I looked at you and I was like, God, Bri, this is stunning.
I know you've never really looked at any of the pictures.
Not really,
have you?
no, I haven't. No, not sat down and gone through all the pictures.
No,
like
because
that.
when I edited the Norway trip, which you can go back and watch, there's a bit of, not much, but there's a bit of what you call B-roll, of footage of scenery and the midnight sun and things like that. But you've never really looked at it, have you?
No, I haven't. And I said to you, God, look at it. It is stunning. You look so happy. They just look so relaxed. They're in this magnificent country with this fabulous scenery all around them. And I looked at you and I sit in the car park and I looked at Brian and I said, God, you must have had such a brilliant time. And what did you say to me?
I just wish I'd relaxed a little bit more.
Yeah.
Even though I was relaxed in one way, so that, again, coming back round to not feeling like you've got it all together, is when you look back at it and you just go, I wish I'd known what was coming, instead of worrying about what was coming, for the fact that, again, just goes exactly what I've just talked about, is especially when we just left the house back in New Zealand and you've cut all ties as such, as in strings or whatever they are with your house, that you've got to let it go for a year, and you are now us for a year, and you've got to figure out where you're going to be staying every day for the next 365 days.
Yeah.
And I think that's...
And keep the money coming in.
Yeah, and keep the money coming in.
To support our family.
And especially when the majority of our business is about supporting people moving to New Zealand, not moving away for a year. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
I do,
So
yeah.
all that worry just hit me straight away because it's there. It's like, how are we going to do this?
Are you worried? Were you worried more about the financial side?
Both. But just of not knowing.
Yeah.
Not knowing.
Having it all together.
Yeah. And that's it, just not knowing. Why would you ever know? You know, but that's what the whole idea of this was. Of this trip is just to get... It's not so much get a grip of things, but it's just to know you can still do it, I think.
Do you know what
And
I think this
that's-
trip is about? Do you know what I've just thought? The two words is to know.
Yep.
This trip is about to know. But it's not about to know what's going to happen. It's not about to know that you're definitely going to have a pension. You know, you're going to make enough money that you're going to be able to save some and have a pension. It's not about to know where you're going to live. It's about to know who you are and the love that you have with your family. That's what I think this trip is about, is to know that although you've lost, you've suffered big losses, know that you have got so much. You have got all this. You've got that. Know that. Because when we were back in New Zealand and you're carrying along and you go and you're doing on the grind and you're working and you're paying the bills, you forget. You forget what's important. You forget that you have, that you know this thing, that you know this family, you know this love that you've got, you know the support that you have. You can forget that very easily. And so, yeah, I just wanted to...
Yeah, but I think
that just came into my mind.
It's good. It's good to share that. But that's what the beauty of what we're talking about is. All of a sudden, you see things in a slightly different light, don't you? And you just think, yes, you're appreciative of what you make for yourself. That's the thing, isn't it? Like, you know.
And also, Bri, you might not have it all together.
Yeah.
You might not, but what haven't you got all together? What does that mean when you say, I just haven't got it together? For us, it means we don't know where we're going to be living in 3 months.
Yeah.
It means we don't know if we're going to be able to keep earning. Like, you know, hopefully we can, but you don't know that. No one knows that, really, do they?
No,
Unless
how
you've
would
got
you ever know
loads
that?
of savings.
Yeah.
No one knows whether their job is going to end or whether the business is going to dry up or whatever. No one knows that. But what you do know is your resilience, your inner strength, your ability to go forward, step forward into the unknown.
Yeah.
You know that, and that's knowing. Does that make sense, or am I?
No, we're kind of getting lost because we went off on a bit of a tangent just then.
Anyway, go back to your Norway.
That's exactly what you're talking about. It's just because you don't know. So it's just being at peace with yourself that you can go, do you know what? Let's just take one day at a time. Let's stop thinking too far ahead.
Yeah.
And let's not worry about that. Let's just worry about today, hey? If you're going to worry about something, because
let's not just worry.
That's how insignificant it becomes, because you're just worried about today. Yeah. Well, what's happening today? Don't know yet.
So going back to Norway.
Yep.
What would have made it? Can I just put my phone in your pocket, please, Bri?
Yeah, good.
Because I haven't got any pockets. I bought this coat from the charity shop. It was £25. I needed it because we'd been to Greece and it's been hot.
Yeah.
And we're travelling with nothing.
Yeah, but you can only travel with your 23
kgs.
kgs, and a lot of that is just tech and stuff, you know.
So I went into Bath and I went to the charity shop and I bought this coat from the charity shop, and it's, what is it? The make? Calvin Klein.
Calvin Klein.
Really?
Duck down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice stuff. And because it's a lightweight traveller's coat, it's got full of duck down. It's got pockets, but the pockets haven't got zips, so that's why I'm asking Bri to carry the phone.
No, I've got my New Zealand Kathmandu.
Right, anyway, so going back to Norway. what would have made you feel more like you had it together?
Do you know what? I don't think much would, other than just myself thinking about it and going, do you know what? You have just got to relax a little bit. See, I mean, but the trouble about your memory, then you start thinking about it, and when I go back, it's like I was all right. I wasn't worried, but you just feel uncertain. And again, because, like I said, you've come from your home where you've been for the last 3 years without travelling as such, apart from maybe Fiji or something like that, to all of a sudden travelling again. So it's a different mindset that you've got to get into. But it takes time. It's not something that just flip a switch and go, oh great, I'm travelling again. Look at me, you know. So yeah, once you it's not agree with yourself, or once you come to that decision, hey, you're going to be all right after a week or so. So that's what I'm talking about. It's probably that first 2 weeks, but we're only in Norway for 3 weeks, so that's what I'm trying to get back around to. It's just give it time, and it will come around.
Yeah. And also, here's a really good tip that I have that I use. I couldn't use it when I was in that social setting because I was too panicky. So I did use it then. I did my normal revert to blabbering on about nothing and just feeling like a complete fool afterwards.
Yep. But
when I am focused and like feeling normal and strong,
yep,
I tell myself when I'm sitting there thinking, and this is what I said to Tess, our daughter, the other day, and I'm going to tell you that story in a minute. I say, think about the last time that you worried. And this applies to you in your Norway trip.
Of course it does, yeah.
Think about the last time that you were worried and you were like, oh, I haven't got it all together. What am I going to do? What's going to happen? How's this going to pan out? What's this going to look like? What actually happened? What actually happened? You know, what happened when you left Norway? You went to Greece. We had an amazing time. We found a fantastic house sit. Sonny's business boomed and took off, which meant he was able to pay half the rent on the place that we're staying in now. You know, you could never have known that. So
no,
all that worry in Norway, when you could have just been relaxed and enjoying it with your brother.
Yep.
And
my son. Yeah.
And your son.
Yeah.
I like to think of it like that, Brian.
Yeah.
I like to think of.
But
it doesn't happen. It doesn't. The things you're.
No.
To have it all together. And also, would you really want to have it all together?
Yeah, but whoever's got it together,
boring.
It's not so much even boring. It would take up so much mental power to think that you've got it all covered and all, you know, it's like, oh, the car's all serviced, the house is all perfect, this is all right, and then something goes wrong. And that's when people keel over. It's like, I've done everything. So if you're always waiting for something to happen, I'm not talking catastrophic, I'm just talking about the little things, the little mini stresses and things like that. It's just go, all right, just take it in your stride, instead of thinking everything's perfect. And you go into some people's houses and they're perfect, and then when you spill the glass of wine, it's almost like they have this routine of how to get the wine up, instead of just saying,
well, no wonder they've paid a fortune for this
I know, but you know what I'm saying? It's, you see the panic. You know, it's just, oh my goodness, what's going? What? Do you know what I'm trying to? You can see what I'm trying to say there. It's just about the unexpected.
I know someone like that.
Yeah. Well, it's not me, is it? You think it is? Yeah.
Right. While we're just talking,
I think there's a difference between there's only one person who's going to clean it up, than actually.
Oh, don't start on your I'm the only person
I wasn't
in this
the one who
family.
started.
I know, but you're just waiting for the chance to be able to waddle on about your
Waddle. Yeah, right.
The fact that you clean, you're the only one that ever does anything in the family. But anyway, what I was going to say is, this morning when I came down,
yes,
here's the thing,
right,
when I came down, because in the mornings,
yep,
I slob around in bed for about 10 minutes while Brian goes downstairs and gets all the coffee ready and all the things like that, right?
Yep.
But this morning I had a bout of energy and I thought, oh, I'll get up first.
Yeah.
So I got up, cleaned my teeth, got dressed, And I thought, I'll go downstairs and I'll make the coffee today. When I came down into the kitchen, into the house where we're living for 3 months, it's a lovely kitchen, by the way. Beach top, worktops, lovely.
Marble top.
Marble, well, yeah, but it's got beach top, big beach top,
Chopping board. Yeah.
When I came down, everything was laid out, just like the Elf and the Shoemaker.
There you go.
Everything, the little spoon, the 2 coffee cups, even down to the tissue folded up nicely to catch the spills of the coffee from the coffee machine.
Yep.
I looked at it and I thought, you've done this the night before, haven't you? You know, you've laid it all.
Obviously I hadn't got up. I was still in bed when you got up, so yeah, maybe it was the elf.
I love that story, the Elf and the Shoemaker.
What a-
Do you, Brian?
Yeah,
Where he
do.
gets up and all the shoes are made.
I know.
Yeah. Anyway, so what I'm thinking, and I said to you, and I made a bit of a joke, and I was like, oh gosh, you've sorted all this out, like, you know, this is all. And you said, that's because, Liz, I just like to get up in the morning and know where everything is. And now, here's my thing that I want to say to you.
Right.
Can I link arms with you? Or is that...
It'll probably be
Oh,
too much
okay,
when I'm
alright.
carrying that because I'll bounce the camera too much.
I want to touch you because I can feel that you're going to feel a little bit defensive when I'm asking
Well,
you this
no, I'm
question.
not feeling defensive.
Okay.
Anyway.
I wonder
We're
if...
going across an aqueduct now, which is
beautiful.
goes across the train line, if you can see it there. To our right is the train line, and then we go across a river, so it's a canal, obviously an aqueduct.
Should we turn round, do you think?
No, we can if because there's some cloud coming up, so
Oh yeah, we're
when
not allowed to turn.
when the cloud turns, when the cloud goes over the sun.
Should we just sit on this bench and then we'll just have a little rest and then... Or not? Do you want to keep
No, I
walking?
think we just keep going.
Why do we always have to do everything you want to do?
It's because it's my life. It's not your life, it's my life, so I do what I want to do. We're going to go under the aqueduct, I think, to get to the other
I
side.
wonder if the reason you and we, you know, because we all have this little habit, don't we, of doing something. I think when you, especially when you're in the midst of mess, I don't want to say mess because it's not mess, when you're in the midst of uncertainty
Yep.
and not being able to control anything and not knowing what's going on and
Yeah.
just being completely messy, or, you know, I wonder if the little things you can keep neat and tidy and in control and easy and ordered, and you will do that. And so what are your thoughts on that with you and your coffee, and what were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, do you know, I like in the morning, the reason why I do things like that, I don't do it all the time, but it's just some nights you just think you're feeling a little bit more, I don't know, just get everything sorted, because sometimes in the evening it can take you literally 2 minutes, a minute to do something. Morning. Whereas in the morning it can take you twice as long because there's other things to do and get ready and,
that's
and
not
stuff
what I'm
like that.
asking.
Well, why?
I'm not asking you why you're doing. I'm not asking you like it's going to save you time. I'm asking you, go a little bit deeper than that. Psychologically, do you think it's because what?
Go on.
Why are you laughing?
Because it's just about putting the stuff out. I was telling you, there's no psychological side to it other than it makes it a little bit easier in the morning. It's not being anal or anything like
No,
that.
I'm not saying it's anal.
All right.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if you go a little bit deeper
Yeah.
and think into the reasons why you do these things,
Yeah.
like this is
Just stand there and let's see that beautiful viaduct. Aqueduct, I should say. Anyway.
Oh, you got that wrong then. You just bummed, aren't you, about that?
Yeah, I
You
just
said the wrong
bummed
word.
because I said the viaduct and it's an aqueduct.
I'm just saying,
Yes.
you don't have to take this as a personal, you know, like...
It's not, I don't take it as a personal attack.
I didn't say tack.
Oh, you're about
Did I
to.
say that word? No, I
'Cause
didn't.
I
I didn't.
Oh,
You
you
just put
didn't?
those words in my
okay.
mouth. You don't have to take it like that. Where are we going anyway? The pub's closed, so why are we here?
Where's the actual... Oh, we've got to go... Oh, this is the footpath.
Should we just go around the back the way
Are
we
we
came?
lost?
I think
Yeah,
so.
we can turn around because
We're
the
lost.
sun's going to come. I thought we just carried on through here and that was it.
No, this is someone's car park. We
Is
can't
it?
stay here.
All right. I think you have to go around the outside of it, that's why. Yeah, you go up around that way.
Okay. Or should we just head back? And then we can go for a coffee. It doesn't matter if the sun's in our eyes. Does it, Bri?
No. No, it won't because the sun's going to go in. So
we just go back then.
Yeah, all right then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then we can go for a coffee then, can't we, Bro?
Yeah, I think what it is, you go back across the other side of the aqueduct and then down back to the canal.
Well, tell me what you want to do.
Just
then.
do that. We'll walk back that way.
See, you've now witnessed all you who think, oh, Liz wears the pants. Liz tells everything what right. I don't have any say in this marriage.
No, and neither should you.
But anyway, what I was saying, and I don't think you don't get what I'm saying, but
No,
I just think sometimes when you don't have it all together in certain aspects of your life, you try and at least have some part.
All right.
It's like cleaning your desk, isn't
Yes.
it?
Well, so look at it on the different side then. This goes back to what I said just before. So you get everything set out and sorted out, and then you go down first thing and stuff it all up. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
That's not very nice to say.
No,
that.
but you didn't stuff it up. But in your mind, you think, oh, it's all ready. Do you see what I'm saying? But what did I say when I came down?
Why are you touching the coffee?
No, I didn't.
No, you did.
No, you just
Leave
said,
my tissue alone.
This is like the little elf spin down and put it all everything out, and it's just like, yeah.
And what did you say?
I was like, yeah.
Oh, you try and make out you're so
No,
chilled and so
I'm
like,
not.
yeah, I just did. But I could see you. You were frantic. You were like, get away from my bowl, get away from my coffee. Stop walking in my kitchen when I'm not even down here.
Where's the canal? We're going the wrong way. the canal.
This is a
do
train
you know what?
station.
That's taking us to the train. We
We
should have
just
come
haven't
that
got
way.
it together.
I know.
Have we?
Do you know what it was? Yeah. Anyway,
Careful, because it's not
Yes.
facing.
it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's leave that then and let's move on from that, shall we? Because
Yes.
I think I'm flogging a dead horse there.
Yes, I
Aren't
think
I?
so. Yes, there's too many barriers and walls that won't
There are, Brian.
come tumbling
you need
down
to break
for you.
those down a little bit.
I do. I
You
really
need to
do.
work on yourself and bring
Yes.
those coffee barriers down.
Yes.
Anyway, so that's that. And then what else was I going to tell you about? Because I thought, there was something. Oh, this is it.
Yes.
Our daughter Tess is 21 and went for a coffee with her the other day. I suppose I'm telling you this because she tends to think only 20-year-old, or only if you're in your 20s, they're the only generation that feel as if they haven't got it together. And I went for a coffee with her, and she said, because she's working in Bath at the moment, she's got a job in Bath, which is fantastic because it's done what we wanted it to do, what she wanted it to do, which is immerse her into the life of England. You know, it's different for us. We work online, so does Sunny. We're just sitting in, we're doing this. But she's actually working with a team of people in a restaurant. She's serving English people. She's serving tourists. She's serving, she's really immersed in it. So she's got this job. And she said to me the other day, because our rental ends on mid-November, and she said, so where are we going to go after that? What are we going to do after that? And for the first time ever, and you as a parent will be able to relate to this, when your child asks you something and you always seem to have the answer, or if you don't, you make it up and make out that you know what you're talking about. Well, I do anyway.
Well, that's what we all do, don't we? We all think that we're going to know.
I think so, yeah, maybe.
Well,
I do,
you think
yeah.
your parents will know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well,
It's very hard, isn't it, to say. Anyway, I had to say to her, do you know what, Tess? I don't know. And she said, well, have you got any idea? And I went, no. And I didn't know what to say. I was like, shall I try and make something up? Shall I try and think? I did we could maybe go to Canada. She said, well, how am I going to go to Canada and work? And then, of course, I know the answer to that, because you can get a work permit. You can go to Canada and get a work permit, especially when you're 21. But that moment of that time with your child, even though she's 21, but of course she's still our child.
Well, obviously, yeah.
When they say to you, they want security, they want stability, they want answers, and they look at you and go, what are we doing? And you say, I don't know. And I was really, really honest with her as well. We're honest with our kids anyway, but there's one thing we don't tend to talk about with our kids too much, and that's money, because we're just private about, we don't need to share that with them. They just need to know they need to give us more of it. That's all they need to know.
Yeah.
And I sat and I told her that we were really struggling this month to make ends meet because we'd had to pay 3 months of rent in advance and a month's worth of deposit. And we talked about this on another podcast, and I'm not going to go into it here, but just to be able to open up about that and go, it's horrible because you don't want to make them feel like, oh my God, my mum and dad are...
I know, there's a part of you that thinks, you need to just have a little bit of pressure of what I'm feeling at the moment.
I know.
But how far do you go with that pressure?
I know. But you know what, Bri? My mum and dad made sure I knew that there were struggles, and,
Well, that's what I say, how far do you go with it without them breaking down and thinking, oh God, we're all doomed?
Have they asked you about what's going to be happening and what we're doing?
Well, it's... We did come here really for Tessa, our daughter.
Not just Tessa.
No, but it was one of the reasons that to see what this was like and get her profiles put into, I'm trying to think of the right word to say, her CV basically given to agencies and things like that for filming and stuff. And Sonny said to me yesterday, because I was talking about him, what do you think we should be looking at doing?
That's weird, isn't it, when you ask your 23-year-old?
Yeah, 24-year-old son.
What do you think we should do?
What do you think? What would you like to do next? Because I haven't got a clue. And he just said, isn't it funny how we kind of came here for Tess? He said, but this has worked out so much better for me being in the Northern Hemisphere for my work. Because he does online streams, so he's got to get people when they're not working or it's not the middle of the night. So that side of it has worked better for him, and it was almost like, so actually Canada would work really well for his work, and that's why we keep talking about Canada and stuff. But yes, so
plus I love Canada with all my heart.
Yes, and we did a ski season once in Canada, and we spent last Christmas in Canada, and anyway, we do.
Do you know why I'm thinking Canada? Because, and again, this could all change because we had someone, a member of our private NZ Ahead community, reach out, and he's got a place in Finland. Where are we going?
We're going back to the cafe.
Oh, we're not going in that direction?
No, we'll go back to that number 10 cafe.
What number 10?
The other side of the aqueduct.
Where's that?
I'll show you.
Oh, not the angelfish?
No.
Oh.
So.
And he reached out, the guy, and he said, I've got this place in Finland.
Yes.
On the lake, on the water. It's like this big log cabin, and he said you can have it at a reduced rate.
Yep.
And I googled it. He sent me pictures, and oh my God,
it's stunning, isn't it?
It is stunning.
Yeah.
Now, if that was just me and you, I would be there like a shot.
Yeah,
absolute like a shot.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to Finland. I'd love to spend Christmas and times in that.
Yeah.
But because we are. Tess needs to work.
Yep.
And we're travelling with young adults. Even though I say that, they never go out.
No.
Do they? All they want to do is sit and watch Downton with us.
I know. Yeah.
And eat dinner.
Yeah. Well, they did. They went out the first few times, didn't they? But so yeah. Yeah, but do you know what? That's the thing, isn't it? Like, it's all about kind of getting the right place that's got a bit of a mix that yes, you can just get on the train and go into Bath, or you can go into a local town or whatever it is. And Finland looked very isolated at where it was, and that time of year it's going to be very dark as well.
Good, even better. I'd love it. That would be my idea of bliss.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to go out in the morning and look at the stare into the sun.
No,
to fix your eyes.
No.
There you go.
But it looked fantastic.
Yeah. Anyway,
that was that's what I wanted to say about Tess was this, again, that feeling of feeling that moment of panic, just like at the Neighbours, just like when you were in Norway, that moment of panic of I haven't got the answers. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
But this comes back to exactly what we were saying, when you don't think you have it all together. Because who does?
I know.
How are you supposed to have all the answers? And
unfortunately...
even I don't, and I always make out that I do have all the answers, but you don't. Why would you? you know, and that's the whole thing. I was listening to something the other day, or who was it who said, I'd just like to be more wise. I think it was Tess. Well, it's like, that's what everybody wants to be, is the old wise owl, don't they?
No, I wouldn't. In fact, you know what? I'm going to contradict you.
Okay.
I'm going to say, I've just been thinking then as you were talking,
Yep.
and I wasn't listening, and I was just zoning out.
Yeah, but you do. Yeah, but it's funny. Yeah, but you're always thinking of the next thing to say. That's why. So you do zone out to a degree.
This is why conversations like this are good.
Yeah.
Because they make you think. And I was thinking, who would want to know what it was all about? Who would want to have it all together?
Exactly.
You know, imagine knowing what you were going to be doing tomorrow, what you were going to be doing next week, what you were going to be doing in 6 months' time. Imagine knowing that.
I know.
And
but that's where it become boring, wouldn't it? It's like, it'd be like a super intelligence.
I don't know if the word is boring or whether the word would just be, what's the point? What's the point?
Yeah, if you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And how far do you want to know that? What day is it that is the last day? You know?
Yeah.
That's what I say. It's like, if I only knew now what I knew then.
Oh, I should have sung that as my song.
Yeah.
If I only knew now.
Yeah, that's it. What I know.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yes, you would. You'd love to go back and just change a few of the things that you said, but then you wouldn't be where you are now if you hadn't have done that, or you wouldn't have learnt. So, yeah, I think that just goes back to, yes, you can be wise, but you don't want to be that person who's the wisest, because that means normally you're the oldest.
Yeah.
You know? And there's lots of young, wise people, even in their 30s and 20s, beyond their years as such. But when it comes down to it, just in that certain thing, you know, and it's not everything, is it? Like, you know, because they've still got a life to live.
I think there's a difference between being wise and having it all together.
Yes.
You cannot have it. You can be the sort of person that hasn't got it all together, but like I said right at the beginning of this conversation, there are things that you have got together. There are things deep inside you that you know you have got together. You have got together yourself. You know, you've got together your love. You've got together the ability to go out and walk in nature. You have got things, some things you have got together, as in like you've got it together.
Yep.
And just because like the big things that you haven't, then I think it's a sweeping statement to say we haven't got it together. I feel like we haven't got it together. What haven't you got together?
Yep.
What part of your life haven't you got together? Well, it might be, I don't know if my job's going to end. That's a small part of, I know it's a big part. It's just like, where am I going to live?
That's holding on too tight.
But it's not all of it, is what I'm saying. It's not all of your life. It's just a part of it.
Yeah. But that's that holding on too tight. That's what, when people go, oh, lose that job. What about? It's just like, because you're putting too much onto one thing.
Do you know where we're going?
Yeah, I do.
We're back where we started.
No, we're going back to the cafe.
We're back at the pub.
Yeah, exactly.
We've just walked all that way and we're back in the same place.
Yeah, but we got to a point where I said that the sun would go in because there was that big bank of cloud. So we might as well.
Oh, look.
Yeah. Gardener's cottage. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's complicated to drive. It's very long, isn't it?
Did you hear what she said?
No.
She said, really? What's that mean?
I don't know. But she's got her headphones on, so she's obviously listening to something. Yeah. Someone's created. There you go. Isn't it weird? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway, God, we've been seeing a couple of people down here today, haven't we, Brad?
Yeah, but this is people that they see you filming yourself, but they're like, really? And it's like, yeah, we're just so vain that we like to do this.
Anyway,
I don't know why you have to be American when you do that.
So that was that, and let's leave it at that. But before we do go, there is one more thing that I wanted to share with you. And this is a conversation we had last night as we were walking down the canal. Tess, earlier that day, yesterday, Tess, in that conversation that we were having, had said to me, I still want to live in London. I want to go and live in London. She's always had this thing, she either wants to live in Paris or she wants to live in London.
Yep.
And she said, I still want to go and live in London. And I said, do you know what the best thing you can do then? Because she's got friends in London from New Zealand. I said, the best thing you can do, I said, is call your friends and say, do you know where we're going?
Well, we're going to this tea room
I'm
here.
too scared to go up there by that woman, Bri. What if she has a go at us?
Well, let her have a go at us. Why would she need to have a go at you?
I don't know. She just didn't seem
It's
very
her problem, not ours.
friendly.
Yeah.
Go up the steps. Just don't go by her.
Right.
So yeah, it was.
She just gave me a funny look as well.
Did she?
Yeah. You just think, yeah, right. They don't know what you're doing, Liz.
No, they don't.
That's the beauty of it.
And it's not like we were filming her. It's not like we were saying.
I don't really care anyway. It's a public place.
I know, but. Oh, anyway. Do you know what you've got to remember?
Yeah.
This is about that person, and you don't know what they're going through in the day. You don't know what they're doing. You don't know what problems they've got.
No. But
So anyway, moving on.
Anyway. Let it go.
Yes. Let it go. This is why normally we just go on the beach where no one else is.
Or in your
what was I just
garden.
saying? Oh yeah, so she wants to go to London, and I said the best thing you can do is call your friend and just say, can I come and spend the weekend with you?
Yeah.
Can I sleep on your couch? Well, as soon as I said that, she's like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, just say, can I just doss down on your couch? Made it sound even worse. Can you just doss down on your couch for the weekend? And I said, that way you'll be able to be in London with your friends, you'll be able to see where they're going, student bars, young bars. She said, well, couldn't me and you get a house sitting job? Why don't we just go house sitting for a couple of days? And I said, yeah, we could. I said, and because house sitting, as you know, we do tons of house sitting, and there's loads in London, absolutely loads. So if ever you want to go to London for a cheap weekend, just house it.
Yep.
So I said, how come we're sitting down?
Arms falling off.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
So I said, yeah, we could. I said we could get a house sit. I said that is a possibility. I said, but the thing with house sitting, I said, is we are going to go and stay in a beautiful part of London, because there are always really nice suburbs in London. I said, we're going to stay in a house. I said, we're going to have a pet. We're going to go for coffee. We're going to maybe see, a bit of theatre off, like in a what's it called, off West End theatre. I said, it isn't going to be a true reflection of what your life would look like when you're living in London. And she said, but yeah, I know that. She said, but I would just really love, for the first time, because she's never been to London, she said, just for the first time of going there, I'd like to have you, just like the support of you with me, and we could just see it together. And I thought, yeah, I get that. I said, all right then. I said, okay. I said, I'll look for a house sit and we'll go to London. And I was telling you this yesterday, wasn't I?
Yeah.
And I just said to Bri, if you rewind back to when we left New Zealand 4 months ago, if you're a regular listener of this podcast, you will know when I was going off my way to Paris, and Brian and Sunny and Dave were going off their way to Norway, I felt like terrified. I felt like a lost child. I felt like, please don't leave me, Brian. Please don't leave me alone. I can't be left alone. And to hear myself say those words yesterday, I'll take her to London. And I just thought,
who is this person?
How far have I come? How far have I come? And I just wanted to share that with you in the hope that it will give you hope. If you're in a place where you feel like, I couldn't possibly do that, I haven't got the courage to do that, I haven't got the confidence or the ability to do that. Neither did I 4 months ago.
A lot of people going by.
It is, yeah. Neither did I 4 months ago, and here I am saying I'll take my daughter on my own to probably one of the busiest cities in the world, without you there with me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I haven't done it yet, but it's just, and so I just wanted to share that. I wanted to share that because I felt like I wasn't be able to do that.
You didn't have it together.
Yeah.
And that again, that's again, we talked about a bunch of things yesterday, and I think we've covered all of those things today in this particular podcast about not having it together. And I just think you've got to look at it as, you can. You've just got to keep moving forward. You can do it. You've just got to keep moving and not stay in that place. Yeah. That one place.
And also,
I don't mean physically, this is mentally.
And also you will get to the it that you haven't got together at the moment. I haven't got it together. You will get to the it, because obviously you're going to, hopefully you will keep living your life, and you will arrive at that it when it happens.
Yeah.
And you will move through that it with strength, and the only way you know how to move through it, and you will come out the other side.
Yeah.
And so that is so heartwarming to know that, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, and that's what I go back round to what I was saying before. There's always another it.
Yes.
There always is.
Yes.
And
behind that it will be another it.
You think you've got rid of all the its, and there's another one just that's sitting there waiting. It really is. And that's it in a nutshell.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for being with us on this walk down the beautiful canal outside Bath. We hope you're enjoying this format of podcasts. If you are watching on video, we hope you enjoy seeing, and if you're listening on audio, we hope that you've enjoyed the banter and the conversation that's gone on behind us.
Yep, and the sound of our feet on the towpath,
Yes.
which is just a gravel path.
Please reach out via email, Liz at It's a Drama, Brian It's a Drama. On the comments on YouTube, you can leave a review on Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen into your podcast. And don't forget, if you haven't signed up for my free 5-day, no, not my free 5-day newsletter, my free Front Row newsletter, where I share everything that you're hearing here goes onto that newsletter first. It's a series of personal diary entries. And right now I'm talking about the book that I am due to release. It's all about grief and loss, and yes, all about that. So I would love to share that with you. You can get onto that letter sequence by going to www.itsadrama.com/front row. I've got thousands. I can't believe I can say that. I have got thousands of readers on that front row, and every single one of them I consider to be my friend. I would love you to be part of that friend group. So please sign up by going to the front row, and I welcome you and look forward to seeing you there. Until next time, we still haven't got it together, and it feels good.
Yep.
My heart beats with yours, and I will speak to you soon.
Yep, so kia kaha, stay strong. It's up here as well. Kia u, stay true. That's true to yourself. And don't forget the it. There's always one coming. See you then.
Bye.
To that point.
Brian, look, sorry, hang on. We thought we were being disrespectful. Look, they're all sitting on her wall.
Yeah, taking
having
pictures
their
on the
pictures
wall.
taken.
Told you. They're actually just leaning on that one.
No, they're not. They're all piled up on the wall, taking their pictures, doing selfies.
Oh.
I know. Well, when we got here, I said to Brian, "Don't take pictures of that's someone's home. You don't want to start doing that." And Brian's like, "Oh no, it's a tourist attraction." I said,
Well,
"No,
it
it's not. Well, it's not because no, it's not."
You've just seen them all come round, look.
I know, and now all those people are over
It's just
there,
someone's house, yeah, but it's a tourist attraction.
standing on a garden wall.
They got paid a lot of money to film there. It's had some renovations, that place at the side.
Do you reckon they got it cheap because it was like?